Hello and welcome to round 4 of the DilliDalli Cup. And this game, it's gonna be basically a game for second or third place. Both teams at this point 2-1. There's another team that went 3-1. And well, I guess we'll see what happens. XBX versus CrazedChariot and Chosen. Two very good teams. Up on top we got DilliDalli going first there, but going first engineer. And RedRage going UEF, going first land, also going first engie. On the bottom, land, so CrazedChariot versus RedRage, it's going to be UEF on UEF. And here we're going to have Chosen, it's going to be Seraphim on Seraphim. So very even in terms of factions. But let's see, it looks like an engineer, or first engie from DilliDalli going to the middle. Actually, both Seraphim players going to the middle. Actually, at least see now, 3 players going to the middle. But the ACU for CrazedChariot is going to go to the middle, so he's gonna end that battle. Bomber coming in from DilliDalli. A very nice bomber. That's gonna kill the expanding engineer from Chosen. He's gonna look for an engineer here from CrazedChariot. He's not gonna find it because the ACU from CrazedChariot is gonna do that job. It's gonna be both engineers from the top. They're gonna get here, and they're gonna have to get some point defenses quick before this ACU gets in position. We do see some floating arty here from Chosen. So it'll be very difficult to actually hold on to this position with just engineers going up against an ACU plus artillery. Here we see this bomber from DilliDalli. Total of 3 kills before he gets shot. I'll see DilliDalli getting a whole bunch of land. Engineer spam from the air factory. A whole bunch of land from RedRage. But he's still got a couple mass extractors he might as well grab, but perhaps a completely land assault from RedRage together with the ACU. That could be a nice strategy on this one. If he does it quick, it's especially going to be effective given that CrazedChariot is going to the middle. And here's the floating arty and the bombers. So the middle is going to belong to CrazedChariot, but he is opening up to a land assault. Here's some bombers now from Chosen. Chosen like to, well, besides Vortex, the best bomber of the tourney. Really the most creative double bomber. With 2 bombers coming in, got the 1 bomber that was 15 kills. I think just for that he's got to be the bomber of this tourney. Getting kills right here as well. Yeah, pretty devastating against DilliDalli. Shuts down the power production. CrazedChariot walks straight past the middle. He's going to leave it for Chosen. Oh, now he turns back. But this is going to be a pretty big force now from RedRage. Point defense going up. That's going to slow RedRage down a little bit. Still up. Well, no, there is Navy now. Some submarines from Chosen. So CrazedChariot is going to get 1 mass extractor, 3 for Chosen in the middle, and 2 engineers in the power spam for RedRage. Still no air. Actually, no, it does have air. I just didn't notice it. Yeah, here's the air factory. Actually, pretty big air spam from RedRage. And here comes the assault. The point defense is going to be taken out. Bit of an overkill there, and that opens up the gates. CrazedChariot is going to start losing units pretty quick, though he does have Tech 2 land with some pillars. So you should be able to stop the progress somewhere in this position, unless of course RedRage comes in with the ACU and starts overcharging. Should be exactly what he should do, but he's just sort of hanging out. He's moving again. Tech 2 air from CrazedChariot. So CrazedChariot, Tech 2 air, Tech 2 land. But this tech to air shouldn't be very effective. This you have a massive air force from RedRage. Meanwhile, we have a pretty big battle between DilliDalli and Chosen. DilliDalli here with a gun, no gun, just tech 2. Nothing for Chosen. But quite a few more units for Chosen. DilliDalli could get himself in trouble. Also very important that the Chosen is going to prevent DilliDalli from going into the water. DilliDalli 12 kills. And a pretty good assault now. Tech to engineer trying to get a tech to point defense. It's finished. Looks like he will be able to do it. There's a whole bunch of pillars for CrazedChariot. RedRage retreats. DilliDalli 21 kills. Quick radar. Looks like DilliDalli able to win this 23 kills. Artillery to take out the point defense. Overcharge against the frigate. And DilliDalli could build a quick, yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. He thought about it, and then he changed his mind. A torpedo launcher, and here's CrazedChariot in the water. Looks like he's going to try to go into RedRage base, but RedRage Naval Factory not producing any submarines yet. Should start doing that, and also some Tech 2 gunships for RedRage. So both teams here very capable. DilliDalli versus Chosen. Really, that Tech 2 engineering on DilliDalli's ACU, huge advantage. More total health, faster regeneration. But Chosen seems to have a better land spam. It appears that a torpedo launcher has been built, 2 kills for it. So DilliDalli is now in the water. CrazedChariot is making his way onto land here, but he's going to be in a lot of trouble once he gets there. 7 gunships, the 8th one coming in. CrazedChariot turns back. A massive air force from CrazedChariot. This would be a very important fight. I think CrazedChariot is going to win it. These gunships got to hide. Gunships from Chosen as well. And here come the gunships. They avoid the interceptors, but yeah, now it's purely interceptor spam. Some flak here as well would be very nice. The gunships, meanwhile, go directly to CrazedChariot's base, and that's a whole bunch of them. Go after the Tech 2 factory. It looks like they're going to go after power. Some Tech 2 gunships here from CrazedChariot as well. CrazedChariot is running back with his interceptors. Quite a bit of damage has already been done. Looking at CrazedChariot's economy, this is the effect of that attack from RedRage. This economy is basically dead now, plus 80 power. CrazedChariot has to pause everything. He can no longer make interceptors. Excellent attack from RedRage. Really got to respect this XBX clan now with these 2 players. Very well done. Chosen in the water getting some upgrades, and it does look like yeah, Chosen asking for an energy boost from CrazedChariot. That tells you how bad a shape their team is in right now. Chosen, and also at least he's got plus 500 power. It looks like this was the wrong time to try to do this upgrade, whatever it is. Can't really tell what it is. Now torpedo bombers against RedRage. RedRage could be in a little bit of trouble. These are the remnants of CrazedChariot's air force. This could be really their last chance to get a kill here. Torpedo bombers and Tech 2 gunships. Interceptors from DilliDalli are in the area. Surprised we don't see a whole bunch of interceptors from RedRage in the area. Looks like he's got some coming in, but they're quite slow. CrazedChariot's still just hanging out here in the water. Amazingly, CrazedChariot still has an air force. Looks like he doesn't have as much power problems now. Chosen must have a whole bunch of excess. Yeah, he's got 400 excess. That's really what's feeding his ally. He must have some Tech 2 power. Indeed he does. He's got multiple Tech 2 power. So CrazedChariot is still in the game. RedRage gets out of the water. There were some submarines here from Chosen. And a cruiser now from RedRage, but he's got to run away. Meanwhile, CrazedChariot getting hit by submarines himself. And torpedo bombers from CrazedChariot. So CrazedChariot has Tech 2 land and Tech 2 air. It still has an air force, so he's still very much a viable player. Meanwhile, we just missed Chosen getting killed here. There was a destroyer, and he was underwater. And he tried to get on land, but didn't quite make it. So quite a bit of time there lost by Chosen and CrazedChariot when CrazedChariot had that big power problem. Chosen says he forgot about his ACU, and that actually happens quite often when you gotta worry about all the different things happening. CrazedChariot makes it on dry land, and it looks like CrazedChariot and Chosen, even though they played extremely well on this one, are going to go 2-2, while XBX are going to go 3-1. Yeah, this is the end for CrazedChariot. A 19-minute game. Some very entertaining gameplay. I really like that move with the gunships from RedRage. Even though he did not have air control, he went in anyway and really crippled CrazedChariot.